Steelers Nation, let's get it. Let's get it, man. Fresh back, gotta talk about Junior Colson, baby, all right? Because he's had a lot of buzz at the combine. A lot of these draft analysts like him a lot, man. When you're talking about some of the top linebackers coming out, his name continues to pop up. And it's a name that, like I said, man, a lot of analysts, if we're going to go off-ball linebacker potentially in that second round, right? That's one of the ones that they're saying, man, we need to be looking out for. So I figured, man, let's do what we're supposed to do. Let's cut the tape on, man. Talk about him a little bit, all right? So when we look at Junior Colson, for me, man, good size, good speed, athletic ability, all that checks out, right? No real questions there. Productive player. In terms of, against the run, I think that's his specialty. You watch him, man, you think he has just good eyes in terms of the feel for how running backs want to cut back, which holes they're picking and stuff like that. You see him have a good sense of when to shoot, when to go over the top, when to try to backdoor some things. Lets me know he watches a good amount of tape, right? In terms of his fundamentals, from the times when he was healthy, it was, fundamentally sound. Hat in hands, doing what he was supposed to do, working good block releases. And it made sense. You got Harbaugh over there, who's obviously coming from an NFL program. So you could see some of just the continuity or some of the professionalism with just that Michigan team. But Junior Colson, when he was two-handed healthy, because, yeah, he played one cast and he had like two casts. It was kind of crazy. But his production was still the same. I just thought that he just showed different skill sets with the tools that he had. When he had two hands, you see him patting hands a lot, doing what he's supposed to do, working block releases. When he had just one hand, then you would see him, accommodate that. But as a whole, I thought that you never saw him shy away from any type of contact. You never saw him doing anything to compromise the defense or the integrity of the defense. So I did like that. In terms of coverage, to me, man, I liked him when they were blitzing him, but also when they were dropping the zone concepts. I think he had a good, just natural ability or natural feel for, crossing routes, stuff like that, instincts, or not even just true instincts, but I would say just good ball skills in the sense of when he wants to break, when you want to drop, and things like that. That showed up a good amount as well. And you can just tell, man, he felt real comfortable in some of these zone concepts, man. And when you're thinking about what we're going to ask him to do, potentially, we run a lot of Tampa 2, a lot of cover 3. Those are hook drops. Worst case, if he is the middle runner on Tampa 2, he's more than athletic enough to do what Cole Holcomb was doing for us, essentially being that middle runner on some of those deeper throws and stuff like that. So I definitely like that. But the physicality shows up, man. That's the one thing that I do feel like when you watch him in that running game, he is downhill. He is not shying away from anything. And when you think about the AFC North, when you think about the times where we had those guys, at the inside linebacker spot coming downhill, making those plays, how sturdy our defense felt versus, when it kind of got banged up and we were kind of rotating through the gamut of bodies that we were just, putting out there. It felt a little bit different. I do think Junior is one of those guys that athletically can do a lot of things for us. Physicality is there, and he's a leader. You talk about being a captain of a defense at Michigan, a team that won the national championship. He was the leader out there. You cannot, overlook that part either, man, when you're just talking about young guys coming in here and could they translate in at that particular position, the middle linebacker spot. I mean, like you said, that's the quarterback of the defense. So you got to have a guy that's willing to be that guy, willing to be the leader. And I do, feel like Junior gives us that potentially as well, man. But like I said, man, you guys let me know your thoughts on Junior Colson. Is that a guy that you potentially are interested in that second round? Or do you like some of the other guys that are available? We obviously know Peyton Wilson is a guy that, tested really well. Is probably going to be skying up some of those draft boards. Edgerrin Cooper is another guy as well that we've talked about also. But for me, man, Junior Colson, man, he's one of those guys starting to grow me a little bit more, all right? But either way, I appreciate you for tuning in. And until next time, baby, peace.